guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Harlie Rogers and I'm doing this cut crease glam. I've done my eyebrows and I've prepared my lids for eyeshadow, and I'm just using a white matte eyeshadow here to highlight the brow bone. I like to do this first. Next I'm going in the Huda Beauty palette and I'm using the shades Shy and Flamingo to start off the transitions. The colours didn't really show up too well, but I just keep adding the product on and on. I think the shade Flamingo helped a little bit more. And then I'm going in with Bossy with another fluffy brush, and this is going to just deepen up the crease more and more. We're just going to keep adding darker and darker colours until we're happy with how it looks. And then using the Morphe MB23 brush, I am just blending it all in. You've got to keep blending and blending and blending in this. Next, using the shade Maneater and applying this to the crease with an even smaller brush. Then once again just blend it all in, and then using these shades Henna and Sandalwood, they are going to be my transition shades to place on top of the eyeshadow. And then once again more blending. Blending is key with this. When it comes to a cut crease especially, you have to just keep going in and in and in, more and more and more blending. And then I'm using this MAC eyeshadow palette, and I'm just using the dark purple shade, and I'm using this shade on the outer crease of my eye for even more depth, and then I'm just blending it once again. Blend, blend, blend. And then you keep adding the product in, because when you blend it kind of fades, so you keep adding more and more of the product until you're happy with it. Make sure you go in with a light hand, because otherwise you'll just make a mess. Next we are using the concealer, and on an angled brush we're going to cut the crease without poking yourself in the eye. We are going to cut the crease, and that's all I can say. You can see me shaping the eyeshadow. I love doing that when it comes to a cut crease, it really cleans up the look. And then just doing it on the other eye. And then using the light shimmery shade from the same MAC palette, I'm going to use a flat shader brush and apply this onto where I put the concealer. And I'm using an even smaller flat shader brush now, and I'm applying this onto the lid in the areas where you need more detail and where you need a smaller brush. Next, eyeliner. Now this you have to be super careful with. You have to make sure you don't mess up. You gotta make sure it looks in shape with the eyeshadow. So take your time with this part, because if you mess up, it's ruined. It's not, but it could be. And then clean up the wing a little bit if you need to. I tend to need to all the time, so yeah, we all make mistakes. I'm using the Rimmel foundation and the NYX foundation. It's a light shade and a darker shade, and as you can see I look like Bart Simpson, so I mix it up a little bit and I add more of the lighter foundation because I did not want to look orange. That's what the bronzing's there for. And then just going in with the Beauty Blender and applying this all over my face. You've seen all this before, so there's nothing else to say really. And then apply it to your neck without scratching your neck with your nail. I was wounded, it hurt, and then I rubbed it with the Beauty Blender and it stung even more. And then just cover the rest of your face and blend. My cat fell off the windowsill. That's why I look like I'm about to cry, but I wanted to laugh because it was the funniest thing. But you got to support her, she's funny. And then I just added the same concealer under my eyes and got even into more detail with a small Beauty Blender Just applying it pretty much all over the face because concealer is life. I then just apply it to my chin, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, the laugh lines of my face, and also I like to put it under my cheekbones just for more of that highlight because you bake under there anyway from your contour, so I don't know, maybe it's in my head. I just feel like it makes a difference. And then just using a chunky bronzing stick, I'm putting some on the beauty blender and then applying this into my cheekbones. I do a little amount on my nose and another small amount on my forehead. I prefer to go in with the powdered contour. Next I'm just using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I for some reason stopped showing all the products I use, so I'm just gonna have to add them into the video. Yeah, not much I can say there, I'm an idiot. So I'm using these two shades from the MAC palette once again, and I will be putting them under the lash line and then blending them with the transition shade Henna from the Huda Beauty palette. Look at me holding it upside down. Like, how did I not realise that? I'm so stupid. It's the Morphe 35F palette and I'm just using the lightest, beautiful shimmery shade. I always use this for my inner corner because it just does such a good job. And then the best bit that everyone likes to see is me tightlining my eyes. I mean, look at that. Wow, that is nice to see. So we all want to see. And then using some white eyeliner, I'm just adding it into the waterline of my eye. And then coating my lashes. You don't need to see it. Just using the Rimmel mascara. And then the glitter kept transferring, so I do keep adding it in. Sorry if it was annoying anyone. And then I used the two lighter shades from the contour palette from the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I contour my cheekbones, jawline, forehead, my nose, and under my lip to create that shadow, so it brings out that you have a bigger lip. Bigger the better. I then like to use the even darker shade from the same contour kit, and I like to bronze my face with this big fluffy brush, and I do my jawline, my cheeks and my forehead. And then I go in with a powdered brush like so that I use to put the powder on my face, and I like to blend it all in together so it doesn't look muddy or cakey. I just find that this really helps to make the look more seamless and nice. And then using the Revolution Sugar and Spice palette, I'm just using this nice blush shade on my cheekbones, and then going in with the banana and white shade from the contour kit. I like to add more coverage onto my face. It's like a quick bake, and then you can see me here doing a good baking tip under the contour just to cut it and make it look nice and sharp. And then the best part, the bloody highlighter. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. Oh, it's beautiful. And then I just apply this to the cheekbones, loads and loads and loads, and the bridge of my nose and my cupid's bow. Then I like to fill my eyebrows with powder again, because I like to do this after I've done all my face, because I find that all the powder and the products fall into the brows, and I then just put some brow gel in them so they don't move all day. So I applied some falsies. They were the Eyelaw falsies that you can find at any drugstore. And then I'm using the Maybelline lip pencil in a nice nudie shade. And then just the Avon lipstick in Marvelous Mocha to finish off the lips. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye. Bye. Bye.